Today, I'm doing something I have never done before. I will try to recreate one of my tanks from 3.5 years ago. There is just something I have to check and prove to myself, because for some reason, a lot of people didn't believe the final result, and they even called it fake. So, is it? Is it really fake? Let's find out. As always, I will keep the video short and go straight to the point. Let's start from the tank itself. It's 45 by 30 by 30 centimeters and holds roughly 40 liters of water. So it's actually a little bit bigger than the original one, but the size is not that relevant to what I'm trying to achieve, so let's move on. On top of the tank, I'm placing this quite powerful LED light. It needs to be powerful because this is going to be high-tech tank. And now let's move to the build. What's really amazing here is that I was able to find the exact rocks I used for the original build. And that means I can recreate the layout exactly in the same way. So let's do that now. The original design was supposed to resemble some kind of a mountain range. I'm using the same rocks and putting them in the exact same places. This tank is a little bit longer than the original one, but still the final result is really similar, and I kinda like it. Just like last time, I will divide this tank into two areas. At the back, I will plant tall stem plants, and the front will stay reserved for small carpeting plants. I'm starting from placing some gravel behind those rocks. I'm doing this to raise the substrate a little bit, but it will not be visible once I'm done. Here is how it looks for now. Next, I'm putting some nutrients in the front. This is very important. I'm using quite a lot because I will use kind of demanding plants. And remember, I'm planning to do high-tech tank. Lots of nutrients, CO2, strong light. All the things you can see here are nutrients. This is not gravel. To make it stay in one place, I will cover it with very fine sand. I'm making a little bit of a risk because it might be a little bit too fine, but I think we're gonna be okay. I'm pouring it gently, not to disturb the nutrients that I just placed there. But the front looks a little bit artificial now because the cut between the sand and rocks is just too clear. To make it much more natural, I'm putting those very small bits of serious stone. And look how much better it looks already. Just fantastic. I honestly like it already, even without any plants. Next, behind my mountains, I will put a lot of active soil. This is very rich in nutrients and again will help my plants to develop. I'm pouring it gently because I don't want the soil to be visible at all. So I'm careful about not spilling it to the front because it would be very visible on this white sand. This is how it looks for now. I think it's a great base for a good looking tank. And again, don't worry about this black substrate at the back. You will not see it later. Now, to make planting easier, I'm pouring a little bit of water to make everything wet. And just like that, we are ready for planting. I will use only two different types of plants in here. Monte Carlo in the front and Rotala H'ra at the back. And this is what got me in trouble last time. There were a lot of people that didn't believe that I'm able to grow Monte Carlo on top of sand. And second thing, I made a claim that my Rotala was able to grow from in vitro form into full grown really red plant in just around 3 weeks. I can swear this is exactly how long it took, but after a while I actually got curious. Maybe I did make the mistake. Maybe it took longer? And this is one of the reasons I'm trying to recreate this tank. I mean, I'm doing this also because I really like that one. And I think it's a cool experiment if I can recreate something from scratch. So as you can see, I started from Monte Carlo. I splitted my in vitro cup into very small portions, and I placed them all over the front. Remember that there are nutrients beneath this sand, otherwise there is no chance it can work. Next was Rotala H'ra. Here again I divided it into very small portions and I was planting it one by one. It was a lot of work, but in the end I'm very happy with the result. This is how it looks from the top. As you can see, the entire back is supposed to be just covered with plants, but in the front I want to see a little bit of sand. But we will see how it goes. For now I'm really happy because I really was able to recreate the entire vibe of the tank, and the fact that I found exactly the same stones still amazes me. So the next logical step was to move it to place, fill it with water, and just keep waiting. But this time I don't have any excuses. I have to wait exactly 3 weeks. So this is my day 1. This is only day 3, but I still wanted to show you this. On the second day I placed a CO2 in this tank. This is really important change, so you need to be aware of it. And obviously I placed a background, which I forgot to do the last time. There are some floating plants, but they are here only to help me with eventual algae. But the most important thing is this. The Rotala already starts growing. It's not red yet, but it's definitely a big change. Or maybe there is some coloration, right? You can see that. But anyway, the tank looks amazing, even now. So let's make another jump in time. I have a good feeling about this. I think I was right. The growth speed of this Rotala is ridiculous. It's obviously already red and obviously grows like crazy. This is only 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I think I have my confirmation. Yes, I'm pumping CO2 like a maniac. I know. The light is super strong. Yes. But still, the progress is unbelievable. The same with Monte Carlo. Check this out. It's obviously not covering the entire surface, but it's spreading already. You can see some runners here and there. Maybe they are digging a little bit too much into the sand, but I'm not bothered by it. It looks amazing. So let's move to the final stage. And exactly 3 weeks and 2 days from the start, this is the result. Unbelievably healthy Rotala H'ra with amazing colors. I have to admit, it does look fake, but it's not. It grows so quickly and so beautiful. Obviously, Monte Carlo cannot keep up with the speed of this plant, but it's okay. It still grows healthy, it's not dying in that sand. I can see a lot of progress and great coloring. But the real stars of this show are the plants in the back. They are growing so quickly and so dense that I actually had to move my CO2 because it was blocked by those plants. So right now it's here at the side. I'm still using the light at full power for 9 hours a day, and I'm still using a lot of CO2. I'm not dosing any liquid fertilizers because there is a lot of nutrients in the substrate. And can you believe that this tank was not cleaned, not even once? I do have few corona snails and a mano shrimp, but still, it's unbelievably clean. The only thing that is ridiculous in this tank are the fish. Sorry to say that, but in the last build I had platies in here. I don't have them anymore because they were breeding too much and I had to give them away. But I did have mollies that kind of look like those red platies. but they are just too big. This tank is not good for them. I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to recreate this tank maybe a little bit too much, so I will move them to much better tank. But coming back to this Rotala, believe it or not, but I actually had to trim some of them. They were actually pushing through those rocks too much, so the growth is actually even faster than you think. What an amazing result this is for me. I know that people that didn't believe me last time will not believe me this time, but that's okay. I just really wanted to do two things. Check if it's actually possible to recreate one of my very old tanks, and second, just check that maybe I actually made a mistake, which is okay. And there is one other thing. When I watched the old video, oh my god, the quality was so horrible. I really hope that I got better. And I really hope that you enjoyed that video. I will create another episode about this tank when I talk you through the trimming session. So how to shape your plants, how to make them look a little bit more natural and so on. If you don't want to miss it, consider subscribing. And please let me know, do you believe in the timeline of this tank? Or it really seems fake? Don't be shy, I will not get offended, trust me. I'm just starting to wonder if there is something in my water that makes Rotala go crazy, because other plants, they're growing much slower. But this is the topic for another time. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.